Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We have another gameplay review here for you, Zombiecoin. Essentially what this is a game where you are in a world where zombies and villagers are able to live together in harmony and able to build your own civilization, I guess you could call it, your own commune or whatever you want to call it as far as that goes. There's farming, there's mining, there's a sustainable economy by building your home and growing your own food and then going to explore and find different things. There's quite a bit of depth to this, but I do have to throw the caveat out there for those of you that have been watching my channel and are familiar with what I normally cover. I normally don't like to cover clicker games. This one has me intrigued though, because let's be honest, most clicker games don't last very long. There are a few exceptions that stand the test of time, that have been around here for quite some time. This one's been around here for almost 2 years, which has me intrigued because I wanted to explore it and see why it's been around for 2 years, get a feel for the game, because I know a lot of people have talked about it. There's been a number of people that have requested that I go ahead and review this one, so it's about time. I did talk to, and I have met up with the project team, so I do have to say this is a sponsored video. They did provide the NFTs. That's it. They just provided the NFTs so I could go ahead and test it out. Wanted to be transparent about that one. So we'll go ahead and use those NFTs, show you the game, show you the gameplay, give you my opinion at the end of the video, let you know what my thoughts are on the game. Again, a 2-year long game, which is substantial in the wax community, because there's very few games that last longer than 6 months. It's been around 2 years, so I had to check it out. Before I really dive into the game itself, let's go ahead and do the normal disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any game. Don't just take my word for it since I'm playing the game and doing a video on it. I'm not an expert by any means. I just give you my personal opinion. So make sure you do your own research before jumping in there. All right, now that we got that out of the way, what we're going to do is go briefly through the website, just give you an idea of the art style and the game itself. And then we'll spend a large portion of the video actually in the game, showing you the different areas of the game and letting you make your own opinion whether the game's right for you. Again, this one's been around a while. I hear a lot of people talk about it. Definitely worth checking out. So here we go. This is the website. I'll have a link in the description down below to here and also the Discord. If you scroll down, you'll see they have villagers and explorers. The villagers do the work around your complex or whatever you want to call it as far as your area that you live. Explorers go out there and try and find different things. And then you have mine owners. These are people that own the mines, and villagers go ahead in there, pay a small fee to go ahead and mine, and they get different goods out of there that you can use to craft different items. You have the zombie miners also. Again, like I said, that we're all working together now. We're not trying to survive zombies. We're actually working with the zombies. There's different crafting from different tools. Your housing, we'll go ahead and show you how to craft housing. There's a number of rewards that go through scavenger hunts and different items. So there's lots of different, as you can see, there's lots of difference. It's not just a simple 3-tool, click, wait a few hours, click again. It's an overall, it's kind of a little mini environment that you got growing here. So let's go ahead and dive into the game itself. Before we do that, if you want to check out the white papers, you can go through in detail. There is a lot of detail. Like I said, it's been around 2 years, and they've done a very good job at documenting all the different things with the newest feature that they've released is clans, which we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's go ahead and dive into the game. To dive into the game, you go ahead and click on Play Now. It's going to ask you to go ahead and log in. We're going to use my Wax wallet and go in here into the game. All right, once you're in here, this is the first screen that you're going to see. If you don't have a house or land, it's going to be a grayed out screen. Obviously, if you have a lake and all that, it's going to be a different background also. But we're going to go ahead and walk through the different areas of the game itself. You're going to see on the bottom here are my characters. You see I have a female zombie miner, I have an explorer, and I have a villager. Starting from left to right, we're going to go ahead up here to the top of the pull down menu. You're going to see my tokens that I currently have in the game. There are 3 in-game tokens, plus you also use wax every now and then. You have the ZBC, which is the in-game coin that you get from mining. You have ZBW, what you get from chopping or cutting down wood, and then the ZBF, which fuels all of your characters as you're going through, and then wax is occasionally used for mining. Going down here, dashboard, this is where you can see the overall details of all the people on the server. On the right hand side, you see the mines. You have the ones that are open. There's not a ton that are open right now, the ones that are depleted and the ones that are closed. As far as the mines go, they're not all, essentially you find them when you're out there exploring. You use them for a short period of time. Not all of them, not all the ones that are currently owned are always used. You have to enter into a raffle in order to be selected to be able to use your mine, which earns you the wax token plus some other things. Down here, he shows the active population. These are the people that actually, or the active characters that are in the game on a regular basis. The circulation, and this is the part that I wanted to really highlight here, is this game has been out here for 2 years now, and only 37.3% of the area has been explored. That's not a lot. That means there's at least 4 more years to go before everything's explored, and by the time that happens, they'll probably open other regions or add additional content. So there's still a lot left, which means there's also still a lot of mines to be able to be found that's out there. So this is a nice picture of everything that's going on within the game as a community. There are leaderboards, and these are updated. They're always updated. If you're a very competitive person, you can come out here and jump out and see where you rank compared to other people. At the end of the season or end of the month, there are rewards for the people that are on the top of the list. I am still relatively new, so I won't be on the top of that list anytime soon. But if you're competitive, you can go ahead and see where you rank against everybody else. You have your inventory here. As I mentioned before, I have these characters, the 3 characters here. I have a certain number of tools that are used for different things within the game that we'll get into here shortly. These are items that I have found while exploring. I do have a land with a house on it, as you can see from the background here, that allows me to harvest. I did grab 2 vehicles that allow you to do some additional exploring and also mining. And then there's a few fruit in here from harvesting my land. And then if we jump down here, the next item, these are the quests. These are the things I didn't expect when I initially played the game, but it gives you motivation to keep going. Every single month, these reset. There is mining quests and there's exploration quests. For example, if I go ahead and do 25 mining excursions, I'll earn 50 of the ZBC. Once that completes, another quest jumps in there, and you can keep working through and basically working up the chain, earning rewards and rewards. Same with exploration. 100 explorations, or go out and explore 100 times, and I'll earn 5 rocks. And then it resets. Then I get to do another one after I claim it. So it's a nice little motivation to keep you going through. Plus, it's extra rewards. Everybody likes extra rewards. Staking, this is where you go ahead and stake your land and houses, plus any other. There's a few bonus items that are out there that give you just some additional bonus throughout the month. And then you have on staking and claiming that you can go ahead and grab. I'll go ahead and see if I can claim it. And I actually was able to claim 1,596 just from having my land staked of the ZBF, which is going to help me down the road because I'll be running a lot of missions. So you just saw it jump up to 2,000 here. Assign role, you can go ahead if you have a assign role card, assign different of your characters. The raffle, this is where I was talking about before. If you own a mine, you can go ahead and click on here and enter it into the raffle. If you're selected, then it'll go ahead and be staked in the game, where you can you can go ahead and other people will mine it, and you'll earn from that. You'll earn different rewards from that. So that's how you get your mine in there. If you happen to get lucky enough to find one more when exploring, or if you buy one off the secondary market. Partners, this is a key one, especially if you're new to the game. This is a list of all the people that are official partners of Zombiecoin. So the nice thing about this, the thing that how this benefits you, is if you go ahead and click on any of these. For example, I'm going to click on here. You visit, obviously explore, check out the different game itself, give them the credit as far as that. And then you come back here and you're going to go ahead and see a claim button. If you click that claim button and you're brand new to the game, you're going to go ahead and get some free zombie the ZBF token, which helps you go ahead and do your exploring and your chopping of the trees down. You can go ahead and do that to all of them and get the extra bonus. I think I can only claim it once. Let's see, it's probably going to reject it here. Yep, you're only allowed to claim it once at a time. So basically every 24 hours you can go through the process and click on all of these, and you get 5 ZBF tokens every single time, which allows you to run more. So you get it for free and helps you out throughout the game, so you don't have to buy as much when you go out there. Scrolling down, we have the rental CPU. If you have any issues, you're maxed out on your CPU, you can go ahead and use in-game token to boost up your CPU for 15 or 30 days. And then clans is a new feature that's recently been added to the game. I'm going to close these tabs. You can go ahead. There's only 4 clans in right now. I think there's maybe 5. This one's just shown here at the bottom. But there's only 4 clans that you can go ahead and join. 2 are full, and then 2 you can go ahead and join. If you click on the button, it'll go ahead and send out there that I'm already in the queue to go ahead and join that clan. Not sure I want to join the Cannibal clan, but that's an interesting one that they have out there. And then at the end of every month, if you are the top clan in the game, you'll go ahead and get a reward. I want to say it's around 20,000. 2 to 20,000. I can't remember the exact number of ZBC, which is very helpful as you're going through and building your clan. So obviously you want to be the top clan, and it's based on mining and exploring how many times your clan runs that during a period of a month. So that's the menu on the left-hand side. Let's go ahead and talk about the stuff on the right-hand side. You have the alerts. You can go ahead and click on that and see the different alerts that are available. You have support. You have the sound, if you can turn it on and turn it off. This is the different tasks that you can do. If there's a green highlight, that means you can go out and do it still. If there's a red highlight, it means you probably have already done it, or you don't have the resources to go ahead and do it. Harvesting, I've already done. We'll show you that here in a second. And then hunting, I don't have the characters. As you can see down here, they're all grayed out. I don't have those to do any hunting. And then at the bottom here, you have the exchange shop, which allows you to exchange tokens and resources for other items. You have the shop. You can go ahead and buy the different certificates that earn you stuff, the VIP card, and then the crafting, which is probably the most important, which we'll go a little more depth here in a second, where you can craft different tools. The normal crafting, for example, to get an axe, which is key for chopping wood initially, you're going to need a steel bar, steel ingot, however you want to call it, plus 100 ZBC, 400 ZBW, and 200 ZBF, which is, again, the in-game token you earn by going out there and doing the different stuff. So you can also do other things. You can craft housing parts that allow you to go ahead and build the houses and upgrade your houses. Vehicles, if you want to go ahead and build those in-game. We have other items that are used throughout the game as little boosts or bonuses. As I mentioned, the land upgrades, which I'll show you crafting here in a second. Full transparency, I already did it when I started playing the game just to have it available, but I did record it, so we'll be jumping back in time and then coming back when we do that one, plus consumables if we want to go ahead and craft those. Let's go through the different tasks so I can show you the results of those and what each of those costs, and then I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts of the overall game. First of all, we're going to go through the different tasks. You see I have 3 of them available. First one is chopping. So we'll go head into chopping. And this is where the clicker aspect comes into the game that I mentioned when I first started this off. So I can go ahead and if I click on the chopping, it's going to cost me 5 ZBF, and that's where we go back to the partners. If you go out there and you visit their site and then you click the claim button, that just gave me the 5 ZBF that I need to go ahead and run this chopping mission. Go ahead and do that. Probably just get a little bit of wood out of it. Wood token. Just got 1 wood token out of it. And then you see I have a 2-hour wait. So in 2 hours from now, I can go ahead and do it again. Let's go over to exploring. There we go. Exploring, you need a shovel. I also have one of the carts. I'm sorry, scooter. So we'll go ahead and click on this. Exploring costs 20 ZBF. So you have to visit 4 of those partner sites, or you can go ahead and also get the token on the exchange or some other means how you can normally get in-game tokens. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and then go ahead and click on confirm. Most likely I'll just get a piece of glass. Oop, there it is. I usually get glass for some reason. So you take this glass, the broken glass, you take it over the crafting area that I showed you before, and you can blend it into a pane of glass, which allows you to help give you the resources you need to build or upgrade houses. So we keep going to that. You also have a secondary item. This one is going to cost a little bit more. You can see I have the 5 ZBC in there it's going to cost. So we're going to go ahead and click on that just to show you that you can do multiple if you have the resources. And I got the leather boot on this one, so which is slightly different. This you go ahead and you turn into, you turn it in, and I forget the number. It might be 50 of these, and it turns into a fabric, a piece of fabric that you can use for other items. All right. Now you saw that both of those, once I did those, they turned red. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the mining. Mining is a little bit different because I can go ahead, instead of just doing one of these, I could do all 8 of these if I want because I have the resources. The key with this is it is going to cost a little bit of wax. It's a little bit different. For one mining, it's going to cost you 20 cents in wax plus 5 ZBF. So you need to have a little bit of wax available. Most of the time you're just going to get a ZBC coin, which is again, the in-game token. Sometimes you'll actually be able to get a silver bar or something along those lines. So we'll go ahead and do this a few times just to show you. You go ahead and click on that. It's got to be a transaction because it is taking wax out of your wallet. And most likely I'll get 1 ZB. Oh, I got 5 this time. So I went ahead and I paid for my exploration with this one. Then you also have the bike here, which I crafted. And you can go ahead and do the same process. It costs the exact same thing, but it gives me another chance to mine. And then once this is done, most likely, again, be ZBC. And this time it was only 1 of that token. But now I have, for the pickaxe, I have to wait 30 minutes. For the bike, it's a 15-minute wait. And I can go through and I can do it for all these if I want to go ahead and click on this one because it's a quicker turnaround time. And then we get the results, and you build up your ZBC that can be used for a lot of different things throughout the game itself. Again, it's a little bit of a clicker aspect. Sometimes you get lucky, you get silver bars, but that's kind of the way it is. Next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to jump you back in time to the video that I was talking about where I went ahead and I crafted my house off my land, show you how to do the harvesting because I've already done it so far today. So we're going to step away right now. We'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, we are back here to the main menu. The next thing we're going to talk about is basically upgrading your land to a home and really the benefits around that, and to show you how to use all that. So what you want to do is you want to come down here to the right, bottom right, where it says Exchange Shop. You go to Craft. I did show you this crafting before, but I want to go ahead and show you again. Click on Craft. And you're going to see a whole bunch of items here on the top. You want to go ahead to land upgrades, and it's going to give you 3 options, from a home to a farm to a lake. Obviously, as you go across here to the right, you'll get more benefits from the lake than you will from the home. But what we're going to do for this video is we're going to go ahead and upgrade my land from land up to a house. So you're going to need 500 of the ZBC, which is the coin, 250 of the wood, and 150 of the food, plus all of these different materials, which we do have down here below. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select all, and then we're going to go down to upgrade, and what it's going to do, it's going to go ahead and craft you a new NFT. It's going to burn the land, craft a new NFT, and go ahead and click upgrade. It's going to just confirm, are you sure you want to do this? Click on continue. It basically says it's going to automatically unstake it so it can burn it, and then provide you a new one. I believe it's a burning, so we'll see what happens. And then we're going to go ahead and wait till it authenticates. And there we go, it is done. So let's go ahead over to our inventory, check it. We have lands, and we now have a home here. So you can go ahead and we'll go ahead and stake it, and then we'll go ahead and use it. So click on it, stake, make sure that it's in there. You are good to go. So you can go back here to the main menu, close it out, go up here to the little stopwatch, and now we have the option to harvest here. So if we click on harvest, it's going to ask me to rake. You need a villager, a rake, and a home or farm or a lake. And you click on that, and it's going to ask you, it's going to cost 4 fruit, or basically I'm going to get 4 fruit for 350 ZBF. Click on OK. Approve. And it's going to give me, basically gave me 3 apples and 1 of the orange. So click close, and then you got to wait 24 hours in order to do it again. All right, we are back. The last couple things that I did want to show you is the fishing. I don't have a rod or a lake, so I can't show you that. It allows you to get fish out of there. And then the hunting, I don't have the different characters in order to do that. It does cost a little bit. These actually have the ability to find you some better things. You have a higher chance of getting steel bars if you go ahead and use the alligator or the dragon. Plus you have, with the eagle, you can get common and uncommon items. So it's just, these are nice to have. I think they run, basically it's 12 or 24 hours. I can't remember off the top of my head for running them once. And it costs a little bit of food to get a chance of extra resources. So if you go out there, the chicken and the turtle are relatively cheap depending on your definition of cheap. So those are available out there. All right, so let's talk about it. What are my thoughts of the game? I'll be honest with you. The reason I have hesitated to even look at Zombiecoin is because it's a clicker. You know how I feel about clickers. I struggle with them because they usually don't last a very long time, and they're usually not that exciting, we'll just say. I do have to give Zombie credit, absolute credit, Zombiecoin credit. There we go. They've been around 2 years. They've been solid for 2 years. They have a solid fan or community base that I've heard a lot about throughout my time in Wax. I always hear about Zombiecoin one way or another, and it's usually in a positive way. So it's something I've been thinking about trying, but again, the clicker's been hesitating. But I give them credit. It's a deep game too. I've mentioned it. Most people just look at the chopping, exploring, and mining, and then walk away. And I did that initially. When I first tried out the game several weeks ago, I did those, and I thought to myself, oh man, I'm not going to play this game. But I've talked to a few people that are actively in the game, and they've told me about the different areas, as I mentioned, the different quests that you can get that keep you excited about the game. Now that they have clans in there, you can work with your friends to go ahead and build stuff out. The clan, if you want to create your own clan, it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it if you can get a group together that's competitive and the rewards are nice. The partners that are involved are great. All the different things that you can do and find and craft. It's warming up on me. We'll just say that. It's warming up on me. The more I play and the more I talk to people that are active in the game that give you the little hints that you're not aware of when you're actually playing. Is it a game that I'm going to keep playing? I'll probably keep trying it a little bit. See if it continues to grow on me. See if I can get a little bit further. Maybe grab a few of these animals in the bottom here, start hunting a little bit. But I do have to say it's growing a little, just the depth of it. I may check back in with you probably in a month or two and let you know if I did keep playing it or if I didn't keep playing it. So I'm on the fence right now. I could go either way. I am going to try it for probably a few more weeks, see how it goes, see how the quests go, continue to move forward. Not going to put a huge amount of wax into it, but just test it out a little bit more. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you playing Zombiecoin? What are your thoughts of it? Have you played in the past? Are you planning on playing it? Let me know. All right. And if you have a clan, I know there's only 4 clans available, and 2 of them are full. One of them is a cannibal. I'm not sure about how I feel about the cannibal one. But if you open a clan and you need another member, let me know. I'll be happy to join. Looking for a clan right now. All right. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.